Alright everybody, so I'm just going to record it off my phone, so that was I'm not having to deal with the screen cutting in and out. My name is Daddy, my channel is Learning How to Lol, and I'm trying to teach you all that, well, we don't gamble, we play statistics, okay? We bet on the for sure money, okay? And we make money while doing it. So, let me show you what I'm dealing with, okay? Over here, I started with $100 the other night, and this is all profit right here. So $150, $160, $165 is what I made profit. Okay, here's my betting structure. Here are the 6 very simple rules that I play. It's my down and dirty schedule over here. Down and dirty right there. Right? That's if I'm with someone and they've been drinking a lot and they don't know what to do. Here, you take these 6 rules and you follow them verbatim, and you're gonna make money. Okay, right? You get as sauced as you want. These 6 basic rules are gonna make you money. Okay, and then we're not counting cards at all either. It's strictly we're just playing basic blackjack. Okay, I'll explain that here in just a second. But back to this real quick. Right, so over here, right over here. Let me zoom in. This is that the 6 games that I played. It's technically 6 games that I played before I went and took the shower, and I showed you guys how I went from $2 all the way up to the $5 bets. I went from $100 to $200, right? So took that, and let me zoom out real quick. Okay, took that, and I started writing down every single hand. Okay, so hand 1, hand 2, hand 3, right, all the way, first game, all the way to 35. Okay, this was a very, very rough shoe. Lost a lot of money. So the example that I'm going to show you all here in just a second, it's going to come into play. If you were flat betting, you would have lost a ton of money. My parlay system saved me quite a bit of money. If you were doing a positive progression betting system where you raise your bet every time you win, you would have lost a ton of money here because we barely won. And if you would have done a negative progression betting system where you basically just add another unit, like a I forget all the martingale, there we go, like, so you bet 1, you lose 1, so you bet another one to see if you can win it, and then you bet 3, then you bet 5, right? You're trying to cover the previous losses with your 1 bet, and you're only ever going to win 1 unit, right? Like, that's a basic martingale, right? Like, no, martingale would have lost a ton of money here too. Okay, so first game, I show you the percentages that we came out with. So lost 16 out of 35 games, that's 45%. Pushed another 5 games, so that's another 15%. So 60%, right? We lost 6 out of every 4 games, so we won 40%. We won 4 out of every 10 games, right? See, so 35 games total. Took a little between 40 to 60 minutes between, right? So I kept very, very detailed records, right? So it shows you how much money I had, how much I bet, what hand I had versus what was showing. Did I stand? Did I hit? Did I double? Right? Did I get a blackjack? Right? See that? Like, very, very, very detailed, right? So I'm gonna show you the example here first, and then we'll run through the first simulation with this paper, and then I'll do a separate piece of paper over here to show you a winning one, because this one was much better. So yeah, no, I stopped playing around hand 35 over here because it was so bad. The table was so and my puppy had to go to the bathroom really, really bad. So I used that as a quick, you know what, let's reset. We're gonna shuffle when I get back, and we're going to pretend like I just went into a different casino and sat down at a different table, because I'm superstitious and I believe that, you know, for whatever reason, the cards are just not in my favor at that other place, right? So that's what this game is. We went to a different casino, shuffled the deck, really, really good. And then I'll show you up here. Starting balance, right? $5 per bet. Save until $400, right? Over here, starting balance. I started with the $200 from my previous play. $5 bets. Save until $400, right? So what we do is we always take the money that we have and we set a stop loss. So for the $2 bets, I needed that $100 in order to play just at the $2 bet level. So I'm not going to lose any more than $100 because I need that to continue to play, right? At this point, I'm playing with casino money. That's my philosophy, is I don't want to play with my money. I want to play with casino money. So the $100 that I put down on the table and I'm playing with right now, and I may or may not be winning or losing, like, that's casino money, okay? So keep that in mind, everybody. I'm always gonna try and play with casino money and never my money, right? But this game over here, this game right here, we went 49 hands. We got up to $270. I actually got a little bit higher than that, but I wanted to keep playing the entire shoe. So I started with a balance of 180, ended with a balance of $265, so that's $85 profit, right? Like that's really good when you consider the fact that the over here, even with the really horrible, absolutely horrible beginning, started 200, ended with 180, so that's a profit of -20, right? Like not bad, not bad. Notes: very rough shoe, lost vast majority of games. Parlay saved balance, right? The parlay literally saved my balance. Yep. So here we go. I'm going to give you guys a quick example. $100 into this. Okay, so let me go into my thing. 1 second. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I thought I was recording that, but it's okay. I only need 10 chips for now, so let's see. Let's count out 10. 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, put these other ones away real quick, okay? So, here is basic blackjack, okay? If you know how to play absolutely perfect blackjack, if you take 10 chips into the casino, okay? Right? 10 chips into the casino. In theory, you have about a 50-50 shot of winning, okay? So that means if you bet $100, you're going to lose 50 to the casino and you're going to win 50, right? Like, okay? So that's how I want you to look at things, okay? So, out of 10 units, if you're going to win 50 and you're going to lose 50, let's take these 5 away, okay? All right, no. Oh, let me explain this first, okay? So, that's the basic win-loss percentage when you step into a casino. Now, all casinos have different rules for their blackjack tables. Please keep that in mind. A table that has a 4, 5, 6 on it is going to be a bust table, and you want to sit down at those tables. You don't want to sit down at a table that you're going to see people chasing 21s, okay? Because they're going to be ruining your set, right? Like the bust tables, people will play statistically, theoretically sound blackjack, and doesn't matter where they sit, they're there to make money. The 21 tables, those are the ones that people chase, and no, don't do that, okay? Those are for people who are addicted to actual gambling, and I'm not here to make money. I'm here to see if I can hit a big payday. Like, that's what that is, okay? So we're sticking to theoretically sound, statistically safe blackjack, okay? Even with theoretically sound, statistically safe blackjack, in theory, you're going to lose 50% of everything. However, what we're doing is we're not playing for the win-loss, 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 win-loss. What we're doing is we're playing for the win-win, the back-to-back wins, okay? And I'll show you what that looks like. Because if we win, right, I'm going to take another one from here, okay? If I win on this one, right, I get 1 unit. However, on my next hand, instead of betting my money, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on my original bet. Right, so now I have 2 chips at play. This is my original one, so I'm really not risking anything because that was what I was going to risk anyways. I'm adding that to see if I can win something else. So this is my original parlay. If I win again, I now have 3 units that I didn't have, right? So that's 2 wins in a row. Okay, now if you are a regular bettor, right, just a flat bettor, and you win 1 unit for your bet, you're going to take this and you're going to add this over here, and then you're going to play the next hand and you're going to win. Okay? And then you're going to take that, right? Like, meanwhile, this extra chip that the other person won, that's still sitting over here in the bank. You haven't won that yet. It's going to take you extra effort to come get this. Now, that's considering you win 2 in a row. You could lose 7 in a row before you even start getting your first couple wins. Like, it's happened before. It sucks when that happens, but I just want you to be aware, like, we're just going for the back-to-back wins, okay? So here's 5 here, okay, and then here's 5 over here, okay? Okay, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to go for the back-to-back wins. Now, anytime that we parlay, you can look it up statistically, you are guaranteed. I'm not saying you're guaranteed, but theoretically, if you are trying to play this way, you're going to get a back-to-back win roughly 20% of the time that you make a bet. So that means that out of these 10 bets, these 2 right here are going to be the ones that win, and then they win again the next time, okay? So keep that in mind. Keep these aside, okay? Okay, so these are going to be our parlay bets, and these are going to be our parlay wins. These are the 50% that we're going to lose. These are the 50% we're going to win, and roughly 20% of all the bets we make are going to be wins with parlay wins, okay? So if we start with 10 units, and after 20 minutes we lose this much to the bank, but we win over here, right? So we won one there, 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 okay? But remember, these two specifically are parlay bets. So they won, and then they won again. So 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So let's count this up, okay? So just over here, right? Here's our original 10 that we won, but we now have an additional 4 units in our hand that we won because of these parlay bets right here. The 20% winnings, right? The 20% that we're chasing right here is what theoretically allowed us to take another 3 to 4 units home, right? Not only do we have our profits locked in, but we have casino money that we can now play with. If I'm playing at a casino, I have 4 chances to win more money now that I didn't have before, right? So I'm putting all this in my piggy bank. This goes in my pocket now, and now I have 4 chances to try and win, right? So let's just say that I lose 50% of it, right? And I win these 2. Let's say just for the example, I parlay 1 and I win 1, right? Look at that. See? You see how instead of the original 4, I now have 6? Right? Theoretically, statistically, I still lost and won the same amount that I would have originally, but because I'm scared money doesn't make money, because I'm taking my winnings and I'm pressing my advantage. Yes, there's a chance that I'm going to lose, right? 8 out of 10 times I'm going to lose, right? Or 4 out of 5 times I'm going to lose. But that 1 time out of 5, that 2 times out of 10, that's going to allow me to make my money back and then some, okay? So, just very, very basic strategy. Yes, there are other strategies out there. Yes, other people have won a lot more money with those very, very basic strategies. And yes, there are other things out there like card counting that do exist. However, I'm not trying to get kicked out of a casino. I'm just trying to sit at a table and, let them bring me as many drinks as I can. Like, oh, wait, you're going to give me appetizers too? Maybe, possibly? Oh, okay, cool. Bring them on. Let's go. Hell yeah. I would tip you guys like crazy. I'll tip all the dealers. I'll throw money at the pit boss. I'll throw money at the people over here bringing me the stuff. Like, yes, you keep bringing it. I'll keep. Because all this right here, all this is casino money. See this right here? See this right here? All this right here? This is casino money. Right? Right? Here, take that as a tip, right? I made $150 profit and I still have my money right? Like, thank you. You made my night enjoyable. Here's a nice tip for the 20 minutes that I'm interacting with you, right? Right? Multiply that by 3 for the hour. If someone gave you $15 every 20 minutes, that's a $45 hour that you just made, right? That's really good money. Most people do not make that money ever, right? And excuse the mess over here. I know I said I was going to clean up, but I've been procrastinating. My family's gone and I'm friggin' I got my tub of ice cream that's halfway gone. Send help. Right, but yeah, that's just my very basic example. That's my parlay bet. So I'm going to take the 100, and what I'll do is I will submit actually this will be my first video, okay? Just a brief explanation of what my parlay betting system is about. Here is my betting schedule for $1, right? I need this much buy-in. It suggested that I have this much, but a very bare minimum is over here, right? Save until this much and proceed, right? Here's $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, 15, 25, 30, 50, 75, 100, right? Like, very, very cool. Very, very cool. See, I know that if I can do this, if I can go from $2 bets and work my way up to $5 bets, I know theoretically I'm winning either more than what I'm losing, or my parlay system is working and I'm able to maintain winnings even though I'm losing more. Like, literally, like that game right there, I lost 60% of the games and I was only down $20, right? Like, that's amazing. That's amazing, right? Like, we'll go through and I'll do this. So let's say that these are the cards. I'll do my bet over here and I'll do the flat betting over here. If we win, then what I'll do is I'll do this, right? Flat better gets their win right there. Parlay bet gets their win right here. This is going to go to the side right here, so this is no longer in play. This goes right there. Next time, right, I win. There's 2. There's one right there, right? Let me put these away real quick. Right, I now have 3 units over here. I have 4 units over here, right? Let's just do one more series of that, okay? So let's stack everything up, and then we'll throw one out here. We'll throw one out here, okay? Okay, so let's say we get lucky and we get 4 wins in a row. So there's one win, there's one win right there. This win comes over here. Okay, next hand. Okay, win. So here's 2 here, and here's 1 right here. Okay, so let's see where we stand after 4 hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 5, 6, 7. Right. So very, very safe. If we do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Let's say that we get a, let's do it like this. Okay. We get, okay, a win. And then we're going to take this over here. We're going to put this here. And we're going to put this here, right? Okay. And then another win. Right. And then we'll do a 3rd win with a loss, okay? Okay, so this is going to stay here. This is going to come over here. Okay, so win, win. And then they would parlay this for the 3rd bet. And then 4th is a loss. So lose, lose, okay? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? See, so we're still even. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to keep these here. Let's say that we do this. We do that. I'm take that, take that. Put those in there. Grab some more chips. All right. We win. Okay. Put that here. Parlay. We're going to lose. Okay. We're going to win. Right? And then we're going to lose, right? This would quite literally be the only instance where a flat betting system would be better than this. But like I said, any progressive betting system is also going to do terribly. Any negative progression betting system is going to do even worse, because you have to bet, instead of just betting 1 at a time, you're betting 2 the next time, and then 4 the next time, and then 8 the next time, right? Like, back-to-back losses will murder your bankroll. This way allows us to play nice and safe. Okay, let's say that you win the first one, right? And then you lose the second one, right? I have more chips down here, right? Okay, so, right, you still have your chips down here. You still have your chips up here. And then you win 3 in a row, okay? Okay, so here's 1. Okay, throw those down here. Keep that there, right? You win again. Right? You're going to drag these 3 down. You're going to drag 1 down. And then you win again. Right? If we were to collect our winnings, this over here would be ahead of the flat betting by 1. Right? Like, it's, for extended play, this parlay system, I've noticed it allows me to stay in the casino for hours, and I can move around casinos, and I'm playing by, I ask them for a card, and I can refer to their card all the time, because when I start winning, I just blame their card, like, oh my god, you guys are amazing, woo, right? Like, yeah, no, like, we're not counting cards. I don't gotta count cards. Bring on the drinks. I will, no, right? But yeah, so I apologize. That's part 1. That's just my very, very basic explanation of what a parlay betting system. Part 2 video now is going to be me going through the losing side. We're going to do the parlay bet versus the flat bet on paper, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. It's going to be, hopefully I'll keep it about 20 minutes. I'm sorry for the length of it, but for those of you who like to gamble, this is basically how I do it. And if you guys have anything better, you let me know. I will test it out, because I'm curious. I like to test stuff out like this, because if I can make more money at the casino and, you know, go home and keep that money, like, yes, please, I need to know. So Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.